Dog, I really don't have no expectation. Ain't went live in so long. We live right now.
What's going on, YouTube? What's
It's gonna
happening?
take a while, man. Like I said, since I ain't been on here in a minute.
It's gonna take a minute. It's gonna take a minute. It's all good, bro.
Facts.
It's all good.
See who's gonna be first.
Right.
Then I'm talking about like we right before basically the play in for the NBA too. So the
Oh,
Lakers on right now. So I don't know.
and it's Easter Sunday. Oh my God.
Oh my God! That's crazy.
Yeah.
Mine just
Earlier, I looked over and I saw Publix. Right, Publix was closed
yeah.
completely.
Target is too. Target is. Of
Yeah.
course, Chick-fil-A gonna be. All right, we got some people in. We got 8 people in. What's up? What's good? You good? Can you
Yeah.
hear me?
Yeah, I got you. I'm just trying to get my focus right on my camera.
Okay, I got you.
Now, so
Tripping, well, you doing some.
hello, hello.
Yeah. Yeah, what's good, Jared? I always say that word, Jared. We got Isaiah, Cookie Money. What's good? What's good? Two of the best in the business. Appreciate it.
All right. Yeah, I got it. Let's go, man.
What's good, Victory Lap? What's good? What's good? Just chilling on Easter. We just got out of church. Nah, I'm just messing around. What y'all got going on? It's crazy because I feel like it's gonna be more of like people who already watch. You know what I'm saying? Watch us are already in the industry or been in it, rather than like brand new people. What's good? What's good, Jerry? Yeah, I still do hot shot. My bad. I forgot I can pull up y'all stuff on the screen. What's good, everybody? What up? What's good? Yeah, bro. That name, how you saying that name right there, Demetrius?
What?
How you saying that name?
Am I saying a name? Huh.
No, I'm saying how are you gonna say his name right here? Jared. I think it's Jared.
Gerard. That's my guy, Gerard, man.
Gerard.
He is an OG for real. Like
Oh no, he OG. He always stays to the channel
the
too.
OG. Okay.
Okay.
Like, it's crazy, man.
We got Small Shot Services LLC. What's good? What's good?
All services. Where y'all from, man? Where y'all tapping in?
Yeah, everybody drop down where you from and drop down how long y'all either been following my channel or Demetrius's. Y'all know Demetrius started off the Amazon, the Brock's truck pranks. We got Jerry Williams. Yeah, I still hot shot, man. Still running the CDL setup. I don't have the non-CDL setup no more. So it's just one truck, one trailer. That's it. Let's see. What's up, Mike? TNT, what's good? What's good? All right. Waiting for my new radiator to be delivered. Damn. That's what's up, man. I don't know if that's what's up. Okay. At least, how long you been waiting on that part? Let's see.
Mississippi in the building. We got balls.
Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know as far as like who watching it. Are y'all in the box truck game or the hot shot game? Are y'all looking to get in the semi? Like what y'all got going on right now? I'm new to the game. What's good, Isaiah? Which market are you looking into actually getting into? And I'm only asking because I got two different types of content on. So we got non-CDL. Neither of us are non-CDL anymore. Yeah. So I'm CDL high shot. He running
out of that, man. Like that.
He in a whole semi now. Mississippi. Yeah. All right. Anyone else car hauling? Nah, man. I think you might be the only one car hauling. That's a good. It's a niche little industry.
It's a lot of money in car hauling, though.
Facts.
A lot of money in car hauling. Like especially once you get up to like exotics, that's what.
Yeah.
Car hauling.
So I literally just so I was picking up trash, basically wood or pallets that was holding a Lamborghini. So it was like a $3.6 million Lamborghini that this investor was buying, I guess. And it's crazy because he had a Lamborghini in the back too. The same color. It was just a newer model. And it was crazy because when I pulled up, it was just on a Conestoga. So, like it looked like a dry van, but it's really a flatbed with the tarps over it. And when I pulled up, it was just a regular load, like 200 miles, $700. When I pulled up, though, they were just like, oh, you're here to pick up the trash. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
Man.
Because I ain't no telling, like, what they, paid them to, deliver that to the Lamborghini facility.
Yeah.
But he was old. You can tell he had money though.
$700 to move Lamborghini trash. That's wild, man.
Yeah.
A Lamborghini.
Just some pallets for real. California. Let me get through these comments. Tulsa, Oklahoma. My bad. I'm trying to load these comments up, y'all. Do that slow. Terry from Savannah, Georgia, TNT Hot Shot Trucking. I've been following you for a while. Good job, bro. Appreciate it. I appreciate it. I'm glad I helped if I have. We got California in here. That's crazy. Virginia just completed my new entry audit. That's what's up. Illinois is your channel for a year or so now. Let's see. Been watching you for a year now. Started my own hot shot. That's what's up, man. I think it's my first time seeing you comment, but I don't go live much. And I'm noticing that's why I'm not able to really interact with the new people. But y'all let me know if y'all got any questions where it's pertaining to driving, hot shot, box trucking.
It's good, man. We got the answers. So
facts. We just trying to do a Q&A. We probably gonna only be on for about an hour, longest hour and a half max. Just trying to get back into the groove of making content, going live, and interacting with people.
Yeah, man. We want to know how y'all are doing, man.
Facts.
How y'all are doing? Need weekend loads in Atlanta.
Okay, me tell.
Box truck.
It depends on what you and that's a box truck. Okay, yeah. That's different. I talked to some people where it's like, I'll be trying to tell my dispatcher that I want to, if I'm not loaded through the weekend, I want to do loads on the weekend. And it's only a select few companies. I know Amazon Relay pretty good about having some stuff on the weekend, but outside of them.
Definitely. Amazon Relay, it just really depends on your market. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's what most people got to realize with this. You're not going to be going too far from where the facilities are.
Exactly.
Your best bet on the weekends is Amazon Relay for sure.
Okay. Let's see. We been driving for over a year now. That's what's up. Getting that experience in. I'm into the manufacturing business now. How's that going for you, bro? How's it going for you?
You a shipper, man. I need to talk to you.
Yeah, D got to talk to you, man. D all about innovation. Let's see. I just bought a truck and picking up a 22 GN Saturday. Guessing it's 35 plus 5. That's what I'm guessing. Mike, I called your name for a factoring company. I don't think they gave you credit score. Factory reached back out to him calling. My name is Joe. Okay, yeah, I can hit him up. Was it OTR or RTS? It all depends, bro. Like that's that. When it comes to affiliate marketing, it don't really matter as long as it helped you out. I don't really need no credit for it, but I appreciate you for giving me the insights. Let's see. I do a car here and there when I got extra space trying to get home. Facts. Man, them cars are just a big liability, bro. Like cars, golf carts, ATV. It seems like always in transit, some little small tweak or scratch and then all the liability on you. So I try to stay. And then the fact that factoring companies are really, at least RTS have strayed away from paying for any type of car delivery. Like, I don't touch them much unless it's cash on delivery or cash when I pick up. I really don't mess with them often. But see what we got right here. I've been watching y'all for a long time. I haul fuel, got my LLC. I haul fuel full time, saving up for a semi. Man, that's different, man. That's what's up. Is it more of like hazmat or is it like you're doing tanker? Pretty sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's probably just working for a company, running fuel type deal and just saving up to go independent. That's what's up.
Cookie, thank you for watching us, man. How much do you make a year, if you don't mind me asking, hauling fuel?
I know they make good money. I had a dude at the truck stop a couple months.
Good money. Like,
yeah,
they got to at least make 80 to 100K.
Nah, yeah. Dude told me he made anywhere from 90 to 120 range. It depends on how much vacation time they get, because sometimes be paid off, sometimes unpaid time. But they home every night and they do the same thing every day. I think it's a lot of waiting time.
Yeah.
Outside of that, dude talk. He pulled me to the side and said, "Dude, I love it. That over the road life, it wasn't for him."
Cookie said, so, There you go.
Yeah, that's good money.
That's good money, man. It's good money.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Well, I'm glad it helped. Let me say it like that.
Yeah.
I'm glad it helped, man. You might keep up with my only continents I'd like to get to start doing. I have a lot of time to put out there myself. I guess you're saying about content, yeah. Wait, you might keep up with me only continents I'd like to get him to start doing. Okay. Thinking about, I feel like it's starting content because you got a lot of time that you want to put out. There, like a lot of content you want to put out yourself.
Rephrase that, Terry. Rephrase.
Yeah, I might be reading it wrong. That might be on me.
That, man.
It might be on me. Let's see. How's the hot shot game in your opinion? Okay, it all depends on what you're willing to do. If you're willing to go over the road at least 2-3 weeks out of the month, in my opinion, and still on that last week trying to run in your region, I think it could still be worth it. If anything, this time of the year right now is way better than last year around this time when fuel started spiking and we were seeing $5.50 to $7 a gallon. Whether you were in the Midwest, Northeast, Southeast, fuel was terrible everywhere. Fuel is back down to like a healthy, I ain't gonna say like it's good, but it's anywhere from $3.30 to like 3.80, $3.90.
Where did you get $3.30 at?
Tennessee.
In the city.
Well, look at a little. I don't know if I need to begin it. I think it's like at Murphy Diesel, but at this little Walmart right here down the street, $3.37.
Oh my gosh, man!
$3.37. I fill up there every single time.
Here in Atlanta, it's $4.
While I leave the house. Yeah.
It's $4, man, here in Atlanta.
Any suggestions for a 26-foot box truck reefer? I don't have much insights on it, but I would be looking for as many like dedicated lanes as possible because it's such a niche market, but it's a market that's not talked about a lot, and that's a good thing. So I think I would go to whoever you're shipping for with the if it's LTL, I would just try to get my name in that door as quick as possible because not many people are doing 26-foot box truck reefers.
No, they're not. My suggestion is find a good bread company that you can work with. Bread companies, they typically have local routes, especially if you live in a major city. So just a tip.
Wow. That's what's up.
You can also, if you're inclined to do this, you can also buy a bread route. So
I think I've seen something about that. It costs money though.
It costs money, but you can buy
it. Big money.
You can buy one. So just something to think about, man. But you're guaranteed a route. So
let's see. OTR, okay.
Yeah.
Wade Fenton. About to start doing hot shot. I'm in Texas. How's the market down here? It depends on what part of Texas you in. But as far as Dallas, Houston, I know San Antonio got some good AC unit loads coming out of that. We got one time. But you just wanna be really fast in Texas. Texas is probably the most competitive market out there. You know what I mean? It's heavily populated with hot shots. If anything, because hot shots started, surrounding like the oil rigs and stuff like that. Hot shot probably was created there. You know what I'm saying? For that purpose. That's like where all, Big Tex is in there. Happy Trailer Sales. I know Mac is with them. PJ, all of the big trailer places, Gatorade, I think are based out of Texas. So, just be ready to compete when it comes to leaving that market. But as far as like freight coming in, man, it's always good. It's always good. And then you guys got probably the lowest cost when it comes to fuel, when it comes to hotels. And the rates, like I said, they're pretty fair. But, man, if I was you, I would check out Hot Shot Mac. I know he's out of Houston, and he does a lot of oversized loads, over-dimensional freight. I would hook up with him, see, I know he sells like a class to do OD freight, and it seems like it's a good bit of it out there in Texas. So I would check that out if I was you, man, honestly. I would connect with somebody like him and, see what he has to say. Because I'm out of Georgia. I don't want to give you the wrong information. So hit up Hot Shot Mac, man. Real cool dude. Let's see. I try to stay away from cars, from dealers and private parts. And we got a lot of Hot Shot guys.
Yeah, man. You got a
Got a lot of
lot.
hot shot guys. It's been a minute. Yeah, I feel you on that. I feel you on that, man. Like golf carts pay so good. Like we was running golf carts for a minute in the fall, but like I said, it just comes with when it comes to like delivering them, you would think it would be easy because you're literally driving it off. But sometimes you got customers that's just like, well, I'm not ready for it, or I told them to take that order back, and it's like you're caught, like you're stuck with that now. You know what I mean? You're stuck with that extra weight in your truck trying to either deliver it back or sitting there arguing, going back and forth. Like, look, I got the paperwork for it, and yeah, man, when it comes to them vehicles, it's a little different than just regular freight, but it pays well though. It pays real well. Hazmat tanker, I make $90K a year. Nice. That's what's up, man. Probably home every night. Cars are like anything else. You have to know what you're doing. Take photos and cover your ass. Very lucrative in Washington, D.C. area, though. That's what's up. I was saying on your content, you were doing a great job. I got a lot of content. Okay. I want to put out there as well, speaking to, okay, might give you a different, I got you. I'm glad it helped. I'm out of Middle Georgia, man. I'm out of Middle Georgia by the Warner Robins Air Force Base.
Middle Georgia.
Yeah. Born in Macon, raised in Peach County, and I live in Warner Robins. Let's see. San Antonio. That's not for a hot shot. I feel like I said, the best areas in my opinion are gonna be that Dallas, Houston area.
Yeah.
But being in San Antonio, you're probably only a good 3-4 hours from each.
He could find some stuff in like Middle Texas.
Yeah, and it's gonna be a lot of it's still gonna be a lot of shippers. It's just like I said, what I learned about Texas, it's a lot of local freight. Like it's a lot of just like Florida. Usually when you get down in them states where it's like you can't go down any further, it seems like it's a lot of distributing amongst each other. So
yeah, a lot of businesses there do a lot of work with a lot of other businesses in Texas.
Yeah, exactly. So I anytime I'm in Texas, of course I'm trying to get out, but that's only because I like to stay moving in like Midwestern or Southeastern region. But it's flat lands, low fuel. But like I said, man, San Antonio, I would try to work my way to that Houston, Dallas area. That's just from my perspective because I've only been to San Antonio about 2-3 times. And only one time I actually got like real good paying freight out of there. But it's doable though. It's doable. How much you make a year? Just an estimate if you don't mind. I think the average hot shot, I know, right? Trying to I spoke to D about this, but I ain't gonna put myself out there. Let me say this though. I think the average hot shot easily could do, let's say gross like 180K a year, one truck. I'm not gonna disclose what I pay myself, or I may make a video in the future doing that, but right now I ain't gonna say that right now. Let's see. California is tough too. Took me a while to get my lane. Yeah, Cali is, and I didn't even go to, because when I was in Vegas doing that direct customer load, I didn't even want to go back. It's just something about going back to Cali to go right back, the other way going east. But the rates I seen on that load board, y'all.
Oh yeah, boy, California. Out of California,
man.
Oh my gosh! Like
yeah,
man.
It's dangerous out there. It's like, let's say a load going 2,000 miles cross country. You will see 5-6 different brokers posted where one load is like, yeah, it's paying $5,000, and then another dude's trying to book it for fucking $1,600 as a partial or something.
Right.
And it's vicious, and then nobody calling back. Everything just seemed a little gimmicky in Cali.
Because they know it's got to go one way, so they gonna.
Facts.
Yep, they know. It's the same thing in the Northeast too. Like going to California, same exact thing.
Just one more. So let's see. Can you use a 26-foot box truck reefer for Amazon Relay? What you think, D?
Yes, you can. You absolutely can. So,
do you think Amazon will get into the refrigerated side? Because I know at some point
they do. They have. I've seen a lot of 26-foot box truck reefer loads coming out of California specifically.
Wow.
So yeah, they do have them available. So if you got a reefer, then you can use it.
Okay, that's what's up, man. I know my cousin thinking about getting a reefer real soon this year, so
yeah, I mean, it's an alternative, and it'll just add something else like to your business. You don't just have to do drive-in stuff, right? And a lot of times that reefer stuff is short haul, so you don't have to run as far to make more money, right?
Okay.
We'll get into that, man. Like I really want to talk about that. Like our journey is as far as stepping up to CDLs, you know. So
exactly. Oh yeah, I already know, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. No. What setup you running again right now? It's a Freightliner.
Yeah.
20. What? Okay.
Freightliner Cascadia.
Is it Cummins engine?
No, Detroit. DD15.
Detroit. Okay, that's a strong engine.
So that's what I'm working with right now.
Okay, that's what's up. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. I appreciate that. I'll hit them up. Yes, sir. Let's see what else we got. Golf carts pay trash out here. I stay away from you. Well, my bad, y'all. Hold on, let me put it back up. Yeah, no, in the Southeast, though, for some reason, they pay, man. They pay real well out the Southeast. Like, them guys out of South Charleston, bro. Oh, no. Yeah, I'm out here giving that game. But, bro, 315 loaded no matter what. You know what I'm saying? No matter how many carts. Yeah.
15. Oh, my gosh.
But, I mean, of course, anytime you working with customers, though, because I got one. I got a customer load coming up in North Carolina, like I said, and it's $3 for both load, but you got to still worry about your backhaul. You know what I'm saying? What's the backhaul like coming out of Louisiana? Trash. You know what I'm saying? So
non-existent.
Exactly. Listen to this one right here. What's your opinion on Illinois freight?
Jerry, let me ask you this: Are you from Illinois? Yeah, I think.
Yeah, that's a great question.
Let me scroll up and look.
Is this the guy who said he's running a 40-foot? I think he said he had he just got his truck and I think he's gonna have a 22 GN.
Yeah, he said.
Be him.
Okay, yeah, he said Illinois. You from my man,
dude.
Let me tell you, Jerry. You live.
You're not even exaggerating.
You in the best spot in the country for freight. Hands down, best spot in the country as far as expedited freight. Just manufacturing freight, period. Between that and New Jersey, you in the best spot, man.
If I was you, bro, I would just stay running east to west.
Yep.
70, 80, 90, just
you can
any lane you got east to west, as long as you ain't even got to pass that PA line. I would literally, if I lived in Illinois, I would just be going from Illinois to Ohio, Ohio to PA back to Ohio back to Illinois. Like, it's so, when it comes to that Midwest freight, bro, it's just so, it's so lucrative, bro. That's why I always tell people to structure out your plan to, at least try to stay out about 2 weeks at a time. I know, D like to be home every night, and he does well by doing it. You do well by doing it.
Relationship, okay? It's the longest standing relationship I've had.
Exactly. I feel you.
Just grab the load 3,300 for 894 miles. Dang.
Hold on, we got. Hold on, let me shout out Matt real quick, because I know somebody was asking about Texas freight, and I told him, Matt, hit you up. I know y'all do real good. He said he got 15 feet out of Illinois for basically shit. Well, that's like what, $340 a mile, $330 a mile or something. That's crazy, bro.
I'm about to look you up, Matt.
That's crazy.
Far, but
yeah, Matt got 50K. Man, he doing it in the hot shot game.
Oh yeah.
And like I said, he's running one of the best setups you can have. Hydraulic dovetail. If you hit him up, I don't know if dude got his trailer yet, but he got a hookup with his trailer place called Happy Trailer Sales. Well, basically, you go there, you get a little discount or whatever. And like I said, he got a whole class to help you do over-dimensional freight. And out of Texas, when I be seeing him pulling loads, he doing like 1,000 a day, bro.
Wow.
So like I said, I don't have that much. Yeah, Cameron, hit him up. I don't have that much insights on Texas freight, but I know he do. So for sure. Let's see.
All right.
Let me go back
let's talk about it, man. So let me ask you this. How has the transition been since you've gotten your CDL now that you can you can carry more weight? How has it been?
Okay. So for me, bro, I'm gonna keep it like all the way honest.
Okay.
It's been for freight availability with having it's so hard for me to answer the question how I want to, because I had a 36-foot trailer versus a 40-foot trailer. And a lot of people probably don't understand like the importance of trailer space, especially when the industry was kind of made for 40-foot hot shots, like to haul containers, to haul, I don't know, just 40 foot of freight. Even if the freight ain't 40 feet, they want a 40-foot hot shot. So it's a little different for me because I was able to get more freight just based off of my trailer length rather than the weight I could scale. You know what I'm saying? Now partialing has been better for me because I can actually put a little bit more, you know, closer to my drives, and I ain't gotta like kill my trailer axles trying to put everything near it.
Right.
But I think if I had a 40-foot non-CDL trailer, let's say I was only able to haul maybe 8,000 pounds versus the maybe 16 I can carry now, but I won't really go over 12 or 13. I think it would probably still be about the same for me. That's why I always influence people to get a longer trailer. You know, if you're gonna go non-CDL, 40-foot trailer is gonna be the most important part about it. Like, just like you'll know, D, like it's a big difference between a 22-foot box truck and a 26-foot box truck.
Yeah.
Over the road, it can be a big difference between a 24 and a 26. You know what I'm saying? So, and not necessarily because of what your freight, like what you can handle or what you can carry, but more so about load availability and what the customer is ordering. So,
right.
It's just been way easier for me to stay loaded since I got the CDL setup, and I'm not afraid to, you know, take a load that's 12,000 pounds or more. I could technically carry maybe like 10.5, 10.6 on a non-CDL setup.
Legally, you could.
Bro, you put over 8,000-9,000 on a non-CDL, and you really can feel the trailer struggling. You can hear the creaks, and it just ain't meant for that trailer to be doing that much weight. But the trailer now, firm, sturdy, it's meant for it. You know what I'm saying? 212K axle, so it's ready for it type deal. Let me make sure I ain't missing over no new comments.
Gotcha.
But how about you though? I know you went from doing 26-foot box trucks,
26-foot box trucks,
to twice the size, bro. What's your transition like?
It's been we went through a phase where we struggled a little bit at first. Started off doing dry van work. Dry van is trash. I gotta be honest. Like if you're doing full truckload dry van work and it's not a contract, forget about it. Like it's gonna be difficult for you to really survive in this. So around December of last year, I decided I needed to do something different, and we started doing containers. And it's been once we switched up and started doing them containers, it's been good. It's been real good. Like I'm talking about today, after we get off the live stream, I have 4 loads, and I'm only going from a DC to the rail yard, and then so I'm picking up from a DC. I'm taking a container into the rail yard. Okay. And then I'm picking up another container from the rail yard and bringing it back. And so I'm loaded each way. The facility is only 7 miles away from where my truck is parked. Okay. Sweet. So I literally only have 14 miles a deadhead. And each way I'm making over $250 each way. So I'm gonna make $1,000 just doing 4 loads. And it's only gonna be, the facility is only 40 miles from each way. Each way is 40 miles. So that's 160.
I don't want to ask you too much about the operations that go on with it, but how tedious is like the inspections that go on with them receiving and dropping trailers?
It's not too strenuous. If anything, you just got to make sure that you grab a good chassis. You know, make sure you grab a good chassis. Make sure the inspection on the chassis is up to date, because if you get pulled over by DOT, that's on you.
Facts. Okay, that's the only thing I was really wondering. You know, when it came to that, I don't want to dive too deep into it because I know you know what I'm saying. You're still learning, you're still getting it right, but that's crazy. Okay.
Yeah, man. Just a little over $1,000 for 160 miles round trip.
Okay.
Like,
oh my bad.
But I know I kind of went off on a tangent there, but since we moved up, just the opportunities have been, I mean, just for local regional work, it's kind of, I don't want to use the word endless, but it's plenty of opportunity out there. I will say that.
I think it's crazy. And that's why my bad. That's why I like to bring you on, because you have always found a way to still stay local within your niche. You know what I'm saying? And you find a way to maximize within it. So with us on Hot Shot, bro, we're literally about the direct opposite. We can make good money, but it requires a sacrifice to leave. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah, Mac. The container, not from the ports, because the brokers got their hands on the ports, right?
Exactly.
So, but from the rail yards, like through Amazon, or if you're leased on to like JB Hunt or Snyder, or if you got like, I see a lot of STG logistics too.
I see a lot of XPO logistics. I see about 3 people out in my rail yard that do that. In my the yard I pick up my trailer.
Logistics has the lockdown on XPO. So if you lease on to STG Logistics, then you can start pulling containers from our local rail yard here in Atlanta. So it's
okay.
It's good, man. I'm about to drop some bombs like in the next couple.
I already know.
I'm about to drop.
That's why I ain't trying to get too much, because you got the content to spread and bring something different. I mess with that. What's up, bro? Texas freight is there, but rates on the boards are trash. Lots of pipes, construction equipment, oil field. Exactly. That's really what Hot Shot was made for. But the rates used to be $3.50, $4 a mile. Now it's sliced in half, if not almost 70%. I do need a picture on the wall. Son, looks like he's in a mental institution. Oh, you talking about D?
Talking about me.
You know what's crazy though, bro? I got like 3 pictures up in my whole house. So it's just something, I don't know, bro. It's home, but we're just not, I don't know.
Yeah, it ain't, a whole mental institution, man.
Yeah, why he can't just be in his bedroom towards the wall that ain't got nothing on it?
Right, man. Right.
Tripping.
Tough for me like that, man. It's cool.
He probably just trying to
Captain.
I'm non-CDL, so all I can do is partials. I don't know about that now. It depends on the network. How long is your trailer? Because you can still get dedicated rates. You know what I'm saying? $2.50, $3 a mile. You just got to be in the right area and be persistent. Like you can't when I don't know. You just got to really be hungry, bro.
Yeah.
You can't take no time off when you run an OTR, especially if you don't have somebody in-house who's handling all your dispatching that's always looking for you loads. I could see how, like, let's say if I only book loads or only worried about loads like from day to day, I wasn't booking myself ahead. Like right now, I already got a load. The same load I dropped off on Friday, it's the same load that I'm picking up on Monday, going to the same place that I just dropped off in North Carolina. So, and that's only from having the broker list that I got, where it's like, even if I didn't want to run with him, it's probably going to be an opportunity tomorrow, either tonight or tomorrow morning, where it's like, hey, I got these loads, but they don't post them on the load board yet. So you kind of got to get your connections up in your home base. But I got people in Ohio. I got people in Louisville.
Man. It's a relationship.
That's all it is.
Like, and that's what, I kind of didn't understand getting into this. I saw the loads, like I wanted to just be able to pick up loads and drop them off. But the biggest thing, guys, you got to understand, this is a sales business at the end of the day.
Facts.
That's
what sales.
If you understand what a shipper, what shipper problems are, and you can address them in a way that they can understand that you know what you're talking about, and you can deliver, and you can create an offer where you can deliver on those promises, you'll get a contract. But you just have to know what to say and how to negotiate those terms. Like if you've done loads with shippers in the past, that's the best way to start, because you already have a previous relationship with them.
Yeah.
So you can go and basically talk to the shipping manager and be like, hey, I can offer you this. I can I can tender 100% of loads, make sure we're on time. And then on top of that, I'll pay you if we mess up. That's an offer of something that they can't refuse. So just look at the loads that you've already done. That's where your contracts are right there.
Yeah. It ain't no telling like how many people, if we just took all of our BOLs and rate cons and just said,
oh my gosh,
we just said we just gonna cold call them, and especially the ones that live around you, and said, I remember it was a cable rail place in Tennille. I remember it was a cable place in Adele. I remember it was some AC units here, and I remember it was some and just start calling and say, look, y'all broker out freight with the same freight brokers I'm booking the loads with.
Right.
What can I do to get now? Now, most of them you probably won't even get past the gatekeeper. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't hurt to try. But what I've learned right now, even if I can't necessarily get past that gatekeeper, I need to stay as close as possible with the freight broker, because that's where my consistency is gonna come in. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. I heard containers are a good option. Local. Okay, yeah. D got it, man. He for sure doing it, for sure. But I remember even when it's expedited work though, when they need like empty containers, man, I was running from Crane, Indiana to, I think it was a place around, I forgot where it's in Alabama, but it's like either a naval base or an army base. And I literally was just going back and forth, bro.
Back and forth, yep.
But see, it's crazy. I was going 430 miles for like $13.50. I was going $13.50 up and $12.78 back. I know it's like a weird number, but bruh, I'm getting $13.50 for them 430 some miles, almost $3. I think it was a little over $3 a mile. I'm thinking I'm doing good with that. But bruh, a dude with a Landstar truck pull up. I'm like, dang, you doing good? He was like, yeah, man. I couldn't get the load coming back down for $12.78 because they don't work with Landstar, so I just dead hit it back. And in my head, I'm like, bro, you ran 430 miles there and 430 back for $1,350. He was like, I didn't say it, but I was like, for that rate? And he was like, well, yeah, that rate paid $2,400. And then I started looking into like the BOLs, like, because if you do military loads, they say what it actually paid. Man, I felt so stupid, y'all. I would literally lose out probably on another. Now, since he was with Landstar and they actually brokered their loads through Landstar,
yeah.
If you work with Landstar, they're gonna give you the all-in rate because they're gonna make their money on the back end from you being leased on. Mm-hmm. But if you're just a regular carrier booking on the Landstar, they still gonna try to get 30-40% of the load. So it was just crazy seeing that, dog. It was crazy because I was still making good money off of 13 off 430. But bro, if I was making 2,000 off of 430 miles with just a container, crazy. That's why I always know, because I remember he posted on the load board $1,000, 430. I'm like, dude, I'm not taking no container for no. I forgot what it was, maybe like $220 a mile or something like that. And he was like, well, what do you need then? I should have, but you know how crazy I would have felt. It's something about how brokers post their loads. It's psychological. I knew if I said, let me get 2,000, he was like, you want over $5? You want over $4.50 a mile for a container load? Da, da, da. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't think to ask for that much more. So I'm like, yeah, let's do 14. He was like, let me do $13.50 so we can feel a little better. And in my head, I knew, I was like, man, ain't no telling how much he got paid.
That was too quick.
Yeah, it was way too quick, bro. It's always like that.
Yeah.
When you say lease on, are you still running with an authority and you operate under them? Or I think he's speaking on when you were speaking about leasing on under XPO and stuff?
Yeah, so lease on, basically what that means is you're under their MC and their authority. So, but you have to be under their MC and their authority to haul containers. Now,
I know you run under your own, but
yeah, I got my own.
Just saying, just in case. Yeah, I know some people who just want to really go ahead and get a power only lease on a company and do because that's all he runs, bro. Containers from Savannah, Georgia, up into Atlanta. Yeah, you're right. I stay out most 4 or 5 days at a time. Home most weekends. I've been running the same lane for almost a year, so they keep me busy with partials. That's what's up.
The partials, oh my gosh, man. The partials, that's in box trucks and hot shots. That's where the money is. Partials.
Yeah.
Partials.
Partials is what's really gonna make you like crazy money. Like I made probably I had my best load. I don't know if it was 2 months ago, probably a month ago, where it was like 6,400.
Oh.
I forgot how many low, but it was coming from Illinois down into Florida. I had 3 partials, bro. Oh my god, it didn't even feel real when I got them all on my trailer, dog.
I believe it. I mean, if and for my box truck guys that are watching this, like if you really want to make money in box trucking, partials.
Yeah.
Partials from.
There's gonna be a lot of times where you're gonna pull up and they're gonna tell you they need 26 feet of space.
Yeah.
And you get 1 pallet or 2 pallets.
Yeah. They really just want the whole truck to be dedicated. But
you know what, I was talking to my cousin though, you know the crazy thing about reefers, the reason why their rates are better is because most of the time you really can't partial their freight. Because you might have something that needs to be 34 degrees, you know, right above freezing, and then something they want frozen. So you can't really
you can't do that.
Partial up.
Another thing is the delivery times. The delivery times.
Oh yeah, it'd be like 2 in the morning or something.
It'd be like 2, 3, 4 in the morning. It don't be nothing during the day. It be all early in the morning. So
you know what? That is crazy. Like
they take forever to unload you, like 6, 8, 12 hours.
That means reefer might be the only lane really, besides something like, you know, tanker and, you know, all the other, like, I can't think food grade trailers, I guess, but
yeah,
they really the only market with like a cap on what they can make, honestly. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
With dry freight or open decks in general, well, I guess heavy haul, you better not be partially with heavy haul, but you don't need to.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You really don't.
Yeah.
Boy, we ain't even talked about heavy haul yet.
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, look, we gonna say that for later.
Yeah, facts.
For the ones that know, y'all know, but heavy haul, yeah. That's where I'm trying to get to eventually, guys. Is heavy haul. That's what I'm
What up, Entre Mike? I see you, Demetrius. What's up, Matt? Glad to see you. What's up, King TNT?
What's going on, King TNT? I think
just chilling.
I don't like. I think I remember.
I'm seeing a lot of new names today, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Now Landstar got some high paying contracts, man. They got some high paying freight.
Who that?
Landstar.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We used to run down the
Landstar. I probably booked damn near, if not half, probably about half of my freight with Landstar. A lot of people be, you know, complaining about Landstar, but they're legit, because I think sometimes the only time they broker out their freight is if they legit don't have an owner operator in the area. It's not because the rate's trash. Like, I know everybody talking about boycotting TQL and, you know, places like CH Robinson and stuff, but I honestly, me personally, the only thing I've had problems with Landstar with sometimes is language barrier. It's the guy not being, you know, too good over the phone as far as communication. And because they don't probably understand you as much, they're kind of like, I don't know the word for it, but just upset. You know what I'm saying? And impatient.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, but we used to run down to Florida a lot when we were doing drive-in work because it was the best thing paying around our area. But coming out of Florida was a beast. So we always usually have to head back up to Georgia and then pick something up middle Georgia and come to Atlanta.
Yeah, because you was running not over the road, but you was running regionally at first.
Regional first. Yeah, but it was too difficult, man. It was too difficult. Like, I mean,
harder to retain drivers too, probably.
Yeah, and I was paying a driver too. I wasn't even driving it myself. So
exactly.
Slim pickings.
No, I already know. Trust me.
Yeah.
A lot of people was asking me about the broken booking loads that closed on the weekend, so you're stuck with a whole weekend. I think you're more so speaking on like when you have to hold a load over the weekend because receivers probably aren't open. If that's what you're saying, it's mainly because most businesses still operate. You know, all the businesses we work for are still 9 to 5s. So everybody's still getting their weekends off. So yeah, if you're gonna book a weekend load, it's gonna have to stay on your truck. And
yeah, it's gonna have to sit on your truck.
Yeah, I mean that's usually when you book you a hotel. And honestly, around that time, if you've been running hard throughout that week, you're probably going to be really close to needing your 34-hour reset, anyways. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of work out perfectly, or it can, you know.
Mm-hmm.
What? No love, no worries. I hope all y'all still killing out there. I know I am. Deuces. I guess, yeah. I got you. I thought you had your own authority. Yeah, Matt.
Yeah,
do you do? Yeah,
I do. I just work. I work directly with Amazon. So I just work. I just use a load board just like everybody else out here right now. But that's gonna change here soon. That's gonna change because I'm telling y'all, you need versatility in this, right? That's why I really moved up to semis because you're able to do more than just drive in and reefer, and that was the situation with box trucks. Only did doing drive in and reefer. So now I can do drive in, reefer, flatbed, step deck, what else? Tanker, low boy, RGN extendable, containers, power only containers.
Yeah, that power only really opens up a lot of, like, it gives you time to really figure out which lane you want to execute when it comes to being local or regional. So
yeah, and you don't just and that's what a lot of guys with semis do. They just stick to one thing.
They niche down.
Semi do. If they got that one thing, they just stick to it. But it's just drive in and reefer it's not, unless you got a contract, it's just not it right now.
Drive in, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I know you got one. When it comes to like running OTR, I really believe I'm pulling probably the same rates of drive in pulling, if not sometimes better.
You are.
Yeah.
You literally
way lower cost. So I can see exactly what you mean by that. I don't see how people who run drive in, because I think most freight probably is just honestly dry. It's because what most of the industry is actually still used to. But I don't see why those guys, especially owner operators, wouldn't think about transitioning if all it took was, a little bit of knowledge to step outside your comfort zone.
Because it's work.
Also, but also it's just a trailer. But with the open deck side, it is more that comes with it. I'm not just talking about, just throwing straps. Like, people don't understand the strain on your body like tarping can do. And I know not everybody's in shape or in good enough shape to actually climb on top of a 5-foot load and, tarp something down. Because, I done seen some crazy stuff at truck stops where it's like, how did this dude pass the DOT medical physical? I'm not even trying to be funny, but I can see why they're still probably pulling drive and a reefer, because they don't want to, either not necessarily that they can't, but they just probably don't want to actually be outside in the hot sun or the freezing cold or snow, sleet, hail, rain.
Yeah, it just boils down to your motivation, like what you willing to do, and because my mindset is like my goals don't care about how I feel. You know what I'm saying? So my goals don't care. My goals are going to be there regardless of how I feel, what I think about a situation. It doesn't matter. So if I'm not doing anything to help me towards my goals, it's like, what's the point? What's the point in doing this? So,
facts.
And the more, I'm gonna say this too, the more skilled you are in this industry, the more you're gonna get paid. If you're just doing drive-ins, that's what everybody is doing, right?
Facts.
So just doing drive-in, you're gonna get paid what everybody else that's doing drive-in is getting paid.
That's what's up. So this is my thing too. I know we got about 30 people in here and keep fluctuating between 30 and 35. If y'all can hit the like button, it can help out real good. I don't think we're gonna be here too much longer than maybe another 15 to 30 minutes. I know you got to go. Do something too.
Where my likes at, man? We got 30 people.
Yeah, man, like the video. I don't think we did this the whole time, but this is gonna actually help, spread out information. If anybody got any questions, drop them down. But this is what I wanted to tap into with people who in the chat. How do y'all feel about because we finally got some type of government regulation when it comes to freight brokers. We got freight broker regulation where they got to basically disclose, I think within 48 hours, I think they gotta show the carriers what they got paid from the shipper, and then basically I think the shipper needs to be notified, I guess, the all-in rate that the carrier made from what the broker requested. So how bad? Because I've been seeing a lot of freight broker like YouTube channels now coming out basically saying this is not gonna help. This is affecting business because it happens in all other lanes of business, but it's just something about trucking specifically where it just seems like the freight brokers are getting over on another level, bro.
And they are, bro. That's the thing.
They're getting over on another level.
They may say industry standard is 15, 25%. That's BS. They getting over hand over foot.
But this is my thing. Do y'all really think it's gonna change? Because just like how I seen that like I was getting paid $1,350, freight broker got paid $2,400, so they was making a little over $1,000 per load off of me, off of really everybody. They had over 200 containers in that whole span, but it didn't change the fact that it worked for me. Right. You know what I'm saying? It was still over $3 a mile for me. So I don't know, bro. I mean, I know it's business.
Here's the thing. Yeah, it is business. It's a part of our capitalistic society. But the thing is that, what was I getting ready to say? Dang it, I lost it, man. I lost it.
My bad. I had pulled this up by King of Freight. When it comes up to all these mega brokers, it's gonna be a fine line in between, because I think shippers are gonna see what they're paying some freight brokers and say, well, damn, what do you need to make $500 to $800 per load? Like I seen one shipper post down a comment. He was like, yeah, any load over 5,500. Brokers are trying to make minimum $1,000 to $1,200 from.
Yeah.
So I think what it's going to open the eyes for is shippers, but are they going to actually hire a shipping department to actually want to work with more, local or regional truckers? Because the freight broker takes away the hassle of a shipping department to be necessary. Like you still gonna need a shipping department for like, bill of ladings, still, making sure all the freight is being like labeled correctly and stuff of that nature. But the freight brokers are really handling, the transaction between the shipper and the customer still.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, the freight broker just knows more sales than the carriers do. That's it.
Oh, facts.
It's just about the salesman and the management, because when you're only dealing with most 92% of all freight is moved by owner operators, right?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, if you're only dealing with shippers, don't want to deal with typically one person who has one truck. They want to deal with somebody who has access to multiple trucks. That's a better proposition than just somebody with one truck. Because what if that one truck has a problem? Now they got to go find somebody else. But the brokers provide a solution for that, finding carriers for them, right? So they don't have to do it themselves. But shippers typically do want to work with trucking companies and people who own trucks, because sometimes it's easier to deal with them than the brokers.
Facts. And it's just going to be cheaper.
Yeah, but
it's also going to be cheaper.
I remember what I was saying, what I was trying to say earlier.
Okay, go ahead.
Shipping rates typically do not change. That's the crazy part. Shipping rates do not change. So
you're saying coming directly from the shipper, basically?
Yeah, I mean, they're pretty much industry standard for the most part, and most brokerages charge the same. And they have, in fact, brokerages probably just charge more incrementally over time.
I think the problem, what happens is that, yes, it's a standard, but the freight brokers know the difference between like the demand in it. So if a shipper is just like, I need one right now, like the truck didn't come, he didn't call, no show, I need one right now. I don't care what it costs, my customer's gonna be waiting on it. And I think that's when the freight broker, because they still know it's probably 5 trucks to one load in that area, so they're gonna post the same rate. But they're gonna tell that shipper, well, if you need one right now in the next 5 minutes, if you need one in the next 30 minutes, this is the all-in rate I'm gonna need right now to get it done. And I know I can get it done. But that's because when the fuel went up, y'all, I'm telling y'all, they was probably charging out the ass. Like, do you know what it costs? How much it costs a truck to run now? Like, I need $6 a mile.
Right, they playing both sides.
$250. Yeah.
They playing both sides. They playing.
And then they'll go. They'll tell us like, yeah, the shippers can't afford to keep paying you guys $4 or $5. Man, that shit. It's almost sinful what they were doing, but it was working. It was working, but I think now on the shippers are the ones, in my opinion, who really needed that transparency. I don't think it's gonna help us until the shippers realize, okay, when these truckers come up and actually give me their cars, I'm gonna actually use them. But like I said, with them doing that, they're gonna have to delegate the service to like a section of they shipping department to actually handle the phone calls coming in for their shipping and receiving, because that's usually all a freight broker. It's just a little middleman to like handle everything. Like, hey, a truck says he's been out there for 30 minutes. What's going on? Yeah, that's all it is. But I think there's going to be it needs to be an addition to the big shippers. Like if you were like the customers I get are always like, yeah, we got maybe a couple of loads a month or one load every 2-3 months. Right. Like the dude I'm doing the Bitcoin machine out of North Carolina, he told me, right, so it was like 670 miles coming from Florida. I got a load like from Sarasota, Florida, where they be making these little Bitcoin machines, and it was going up to North Carolina. He told me I got paid $1,600 for this load. You got to think that's actually pretty decent coming out of there with a hot shot in Florida, bro. That's great. So I was like, I'm thinking I got a good rate, bro. He said they charge him $4,200. $4,200. And I'm like, how? But it's gonna take some, especially for the small shippers who don't get things shipped often. That seems to be the ones that the freight brokers are really hitting on the head, because I'm pretty sure the big shippers know what it costs to really get freight moved.
Oh yeah, no, they know.
You know what I mean?
So they definitely know.
Let me get into some of these comments. Unless you had a point.
Yeah, no, yeah. Let's get into some of these comments, man.
My bad. Wait, let's see what he said about the medical card. It's crazy. I'm in pretty good shape. They gave me only a year because of my blood pressure. Darn, yeah, that's right. I just hit my bad. What's up? Freight brokers pay. Still trash. Hey, Mike, you and Demetrius need to get a virtual question and answer TV. Yeah, you need a whole lot more airtime, though. Yeah, facts. Yeah. We gonna try to go live more often. I know we'll probably.
Man, I'm gonna try to go live from now on, like once a week. Okay, facts. So you can come and ask questions, and then get your questions answered, man. I'm gonna give, I'm gonna do the best that I can to answer your questions.
Okay, so he thinks it's gonna run the rate slow down. A lot of brokers are gonna go bankrupt. I think a lot of mega brokers they may survive just like how mega carriers survive off of lower rates, because they're more based off volume and quantity rather than quality. Like taxing one customer one time, like, oh, if I do this, I'm good for the whole week. Rather than like big mega, like they may only make $50 to $75 per load, but they can do that because they got, tens of thousands of loads every day type deal. So,
and the only difference between the brokers and us is that we got to be in the trucks and drive, which takes time, right? So we don't have necessarily all the time to try to find customers and do this, that, and the third, and systems and processing. That is it. If we could figure out the systems and the processes, right, the carriers would run this game completely. We'd run over the brokers like it's nothing, like it's no tomorrow.
But I think that's why they're making the digital freight brokerages so the TMS is basically just gonna serve as the application is gonna be the ones really making the money, but it's gonna X out that emotion. It's gonna X out negotiation, kind of like what you with Amazon Relay. It ain't you ain't finna call and negotiate a load. No.
I mean,
if it works for you, you booking it. You know what I'm saying?
You actually can call and negotiate, but
really?
Yeah, you
regular spot freights for Amazon Relay.
Well, all right, I'll drop the sauce.
Oh no! Look, don't. You good? No, you good?
I'm gonna drop it because people who are doing Amazon Relay, they need to hear this. And it don't affect me either way. So, but basically, you go on DAT, right? If you go on DAT and you see Amazon has posted a load, you can call in on that load.
Okay. Yeah.
You just use the extension that they put in the DAT listing. You can call in on that load and you can negotiate on that specific load, but you can say, hey, what other loads do you have in my area? And they'll tell you. And then you can negotiate on those.
I didn't know how common it was, given the fact that I always dispatched out, box truck loads for Amazon Relay to really put their loads out there. It seemed very rare for me to see it. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
But it might have been just the carriers that I was working with type deal.
It's not too common, but if you can get the extension lasts usually for like a week or so. So I used to blow
that makes sense. I got you now.
I used to blow that line up. They would get mad at me because I was calling it so much.
That makes sense.
So
everyone can't cut out the middleman though. That's facts. That's fact.
That's true, because you got to have a certain skill set, right? And that's what these brokers have. That's the only difference, is that they have a certain skill set and they understand how to execute on that skill set. Just like
it's a lot of cold calling.
Yeah. It's a lot of, it's like trying to get freight, trying to get direct contracts is just about your relationships. It's just about relationship building and sales.
Yep. So we got now for electric rates are the worst. We got rates are getting better. They are for open decks right now, but we know it's more seasonal, if anything. If there's no brokers, that means more paperwork for us on the operators. I think we need brokers. I don't have time to do extra paperwork to set up that load. That makes sense. I get what he's saying. Like,
yeah, if you got to drive all day.
Yeah, facts. Unless you like book for the week with one customer, or you already got some sort of contract in place where every 3 months you renew that contract, then I totally understand it. It shouldn't just be like, yeah, I got a truck. Let me just drive the shippers to see who got a load for me. Like that's not gonna work. We still need a load board. I think the regulation is gonna help. I just think short term right now, it may not help as much, but I think it's gonna be better for the people who are marketing or cold calling or just dropping off their business card to say, hey, look, I'm in the area, and they know what the brokers are doing. It's just going to give us more of a chance as carriers. Because right now they don't really care about the price. They just want it done. But if they realize, well, I can discount my prices for 10% if I just work with owner operators every so often rather than using a freight brokerage, then but we can't expect the same rates that the freight brokers were charging either. We got to kind of work out a plan that's going to work better for us so we can be profitable, but discount what the freight brokers were overcharging for.
We can still use that, like you said, we can still use that point as leverage though, because
facts, of course,
I have to charge as much as the brokerages do because the brokerages got overhead. Employees, they got a lot
salaries
of plate. But again, we can't be too mad at the brokers because this is a capitalistic society, right? And you can't get mad at somebody for charging you can't get mad at somebody for charging a customer in their business what they want. You can't. But at the end of the day, we got to realize that it's up to us to decide our own fate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
that's fact.
That's it, man. That's how I look at it. So you can't be mad at the brokers because they're charging these rates when you're still going to the brokers for the loads.
I think, that's true. But when you know the competition that's out there for freight brokerages, I think this is going to humble them a little bit to let them know, look, it's probably 30, 40 freight brokers calling these mega big shippers a day. So if you're getting in on them, they're going to know. You know what I'm saying? So I think this has to do more with like the really small, like, mom and pop type warehouses where they may only ship out 2 loads a week, but if they're getting ripped off $1,000, you know what I'm saying? I get like, let's say, anywhere from 10 to maybe 15, 18%, but these guys are saying 20 to 30% is standard for them. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah. No, I've had 2 shippers in the past, right? One I dealt with directly, and then the other one I end up getting through a brokerage. So the one I got through the brokerage, it was a Starbucks account, right? Y'all seen that on my channel?
Yeah, I seen it on the local deliveries. Yeah.
The other one I dealt with directly, and they only had maybe 2 or 3 loads a week, but boy, those loads.
Hey, good.
I'm talking about $500 for 5 miles. So that's it.
Woo!
$500 for 5
Get him
miles.
over the head right now.
They had one lane that was $1,200 for 8 miles, but you had to have a semi to do it. Okay. So that's the power of having a direct shipper, man. That's it right there.
Let me see. I don't even know how far behind I don't even that. We shouldn't be too far behind, are we? Let's see.
Not too far.
All right. Let's see. How do you know this, Demetrius? My bad.
How do I know what, man?
That's on me, Matt. I got to get through these comments a little quicker. Yeah, we way behind. Let me see. I know you ain't got too much time. I'm getting in a different game, though. Got a relationship with another business. Wanting to pay 5 to 6 miles. That's what's up, King.
There you go, man.
Hey, I have a quick question. Do you think it'll be possible to do partials in a 26-foot box truck? And if there is good money doing that, thank you for your time.
Yeah,
you can speak on that.
Yes. Absolutely. No. That's the way. That's the best way to make money if you don't have a contract in a box truck, is by doing partials. So that's the best way, man. I mean, you could doing partials in a box truck. You could do 6, 7, 8K a week.
Facts.
Gross. It's not net. Gross.
That's what's up. Let's
see.
see. I'll give it some input. I think the only thing that I know can help you guys out more, and what a lot of box truck guys be mad if I said, but select this load board. It costs a lot of money, but that load board right there can really help when it comes to partial. It's a different type of load board. The outline is not as pretty. It's not as nice as DAT or truck stop, but it works. It's a lot of freight availability on there.
I've heard some good things about Selectus, man.
Yeah, but it's like $500 a month for a load board. So usually fleet people are using it. Doing good, bro. Trying to stay busy. Let's see. That's great. Salute, Mike. What's good, Clint? Let me. Oh, my bad. They having a combo. It's all good. Let's see. Sauce. I do flatbed. Okay, we got one dude say he do flatbed right here.
All right.
We need some game, man.
Yeah. Man.
All right, let's see what he say. If that new regulation does work, I don't think there's going to be much negotiation. We might just have to take the rate they post. Hold on. Why you say that? Oh, okay. That makes sense. Nah, but at the same time, we're not saying the freight brokers can't make anything, but the problem with the way they price is they don't have a truck before they negotiate the rate. Let's say something's going 500 miles. If a freight broker just says, "Yeah, I'll need $6 a mile," I feel like it's disingenuous. Even if the shipper say, "Fuck it, yeah, we'll do it," and they got in their mind like they might out of that, let's say what, $3,000, we know they're gonna pay 25. Usually off of that $3,000, they're only paying 15.
Yeah.
And I think that's what if they post it on the load board though, and they say, something's going 500 miles, what do you need? And a dude says $3 a mile, and he's like, yeah, I just need $1,500. And then he goes back to the customer saying, look, this is probably what it's gonna turn into. It's like, look, I got a dude say he'll do it for $3 a mile, $1,500. And if you tack on my fee to do it, it'll be another $250, $300. Like, he's not gonna say, yeah, he needs $1,500 and I need 15 too. He's not gonna do that. But that's what the game needs to turn into, honestly, for these smaller brokerages, in my opinion. Like, if you're gonna work with other independent contractors and warehouse workers, I think that'll make the negotiation a little more, instead of them just saying, yeah, I just need this much money, don't worry about the rest.
Yeah,
anybody can get it done for that.
Yeah, anybody can do it.
You know what I'm saying? So how are you or a necessity to me? That's why when it getting into something service based like that, I feel like you gotta be, in order to be competitive, I would have like a flat rate, honestly. If I knew you had 2-3 loads a day or 2-3 loads a week, my price is gonna be based upon volume. That way I'm not like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get why freight brokers wouldn't go to them and just say, like, look, I'll do it for $200 a load. But I get the rates can be different. Like, what if a load is only 100?
There's more money in it. Hands down, there's more money. Why only charge $200 flat rate for a load when you know you can potentially make 1,500? Like, why?
Yeah.
We talk about a $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 load. You can make 15 to 2,000. It's just percentage game for them at that point.
But that's what I'm saying. But if the shippers knew they were making that much, it's not that they can't pay it, but every business is gonna look for a way. Like, it's the reason why you would dispatch your own truck rather than delegating that service out. You're gonna look for ways to cut down your cost, and that's why I feel like it's gonna get real dangerous for like the smaller freight brokerages who can't like have the low rate, like making 50 to 75, maybe only $100 a load. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got the volume and quantity.
The shippers don't care about though. They just want their shit moved. Excuse my language.
They do. They do, especially the ones who busy.
They just want it moved, man. Like they don't, because
you only got $2 a week
within a timely fashion. They don't get paid, so they just want their stuff. They willing to pay the price, you know, for somebody to come and pull up, load their stuff on their truck, and move it. That's it. So they, no matter what, at the end of the day, it's about speed and time. You know, they don't have time to try to find carriers when they could just call a brokerage who would just send a carrier right then and there in 2 hours. So we got a lot of comments. Let's see.
Yeah. I think they were having convo about somebody else.
That was late. Topic on shipper rates not changing based on experience. Yeah, I mean, shipper rates.
Where you see that at, D? On Max.
Yeah, on Max.
Yeah, let's go on Max.
So to answer that real quick, shipping rates really haven't changed. They've just gone up incrementally over time, right? Like, I mean, 10 years ago, going into Florida, I'm pretty sure it was like what brokers were charging shippers was probably like maybe $3, $4 a mile. Then they give it to a carrier for $2 a mile. But now it's gone up probably 10, 15% each year over time.
Of course, due to inflation and cost of cost of doing business for not only the truckers, but probably them in their operations too. Exactly. But the cost is went up for everybody else. So it's like it's going to be a trickling effect if it stays that way. And the brokers, for the most part, are causing consumers to still spend 20 to 30% more, or customers to spend 20 to 30% more just for transportation. It's going to get to a point where they're going, like I said, look for ways to cut down on overhead.
But see, we don't even feel that because the brokers are charging the shippers that, but at the end of the day, it's the consumer who's paying for it.
Yeah. So, and then the shippers are marking up the price. I get that.
Exactly.
Yeah. So,
man, it's
all bad. That's all I'm saying. We just it's not hurting the shipper. It's hurting more of the customers. Yeah.
Yeah. We just in the middle on a bigger problem. That's all we are. Mm-hmm. We're kind of like the middleman to the middleman. So
that's fact.
Yeah, because the consumer is paying for it at the end of the day, but the brokers make more. Like inflation was good for the brokers because they make more money because they can charge more.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
All right, we got can you make money doing local non-CDL hot shot? I say it's very rare to know. But it all depends. It depends on what you define local as, right? Because when I think of local, I think of like, you know, within 150-mile radius, you know, home every night, making at least, you know, $600-700 a day, something like. It's some people that I've heard that have contracts similar to that where they make anywhere from $3,000 to $4,000 a week and they only travel within, you know, 200 miles. But it's very rare, unlikely, and I don't know anyone personally who's had that. So for me, in my experience, I just haven't seen it, especially in my market. So it all depends on where you live and who you know. But I'm pretty sure there's people doing it. I'm just not the right person to talk to about it, sadly. Let's see what this guy's saying about TQL real quick. I'm never using TQL again. They want to pay trash rates and they want to track you. Not only that, they're harassing you every 2 hours, wondering if you made it to the drop. This is my unpopular opinion about TQL. They have the best TMS system. They have the best not contacting. They have the best. They probably got the best sales team too. Best sales team.
I think so. I think TQL is the as far as
best communication
out there. They're the best brokerage out there as far as getting things done. They are.
But they're not good for trucking. They're not good for transportation at all. But when it comes to how they price, like I said, their model is not based on what the truckers need. It need to be a model where, like I said, when a freight broker is looking to quote on bids on loads, they need to have a bunch of trucks where they're getting quotes and different, and they make a sort of an average of what they know truckers will take, and then they tack on what they need. But because I know everything isn't as expedited as it seems. Like some of these direct shipper loads I get, they're contacting me 2, 3, 4, 6 months before it even happened. So they be knowing about when these projects are gonna start. So it's not like, oh, like next day, every day it's like, hey man, I need 10 trucks right now. I need 5 million feet of steel shipped right now. If I don't, I'll get in. Like, I don't think everything is like that. So
yeah, I
think that's where TQL mess up. They just say, look, we'll take it for we'll take all your loads for $2 a mile and we'll get it done.
They know they can get it done. That's the crazy part.
Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, there's people still taking it.
They know they can get it done. So they know, they know they can get it done. And I mean,
I'm taking one load from TQL out of all the hot shot, bro. One load.
Honestly, I've taken some pretty good loads from TQL. I have.
That's what's up.
I've taken some pretty decent loads from TQL, but I had to work for them. And I mean, the only thing I've been screwed over on was one time they set the appointment wrong, and I had to wait 11 days to drop it off.
Dang.
11 days.
That's tough. They always do stuff like that too. They deal with a lot of people who are in the transition of moving their actual company. You know what I'm saying? And it's always mishaps. It's like they'll get to the drop and they're just like, well, we didn't expect that to be there for another 2 weeks. We're not even there yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. So that.
Let's talk more about Select This. I've heard about it and went to their site, but you need a fleet to sign on. It's ways to get around that. I'm not too sure. Yeah, I'm not too sure about the method. Do you know how to do it, D? I'm not too sure if you know.
I know somebody that does it.
Yeah, me too. I know Jabril, he knew how to do it. He only had one box truck, but I could probably I can't just throw his information out there, but
we'll talk later on.
We'll get to that later.
Yeah.
Hit the subscribe button. Let's see, shitty. Good luck in Arizona. Look, man, if y'all, my bad. Let me say this real quick. Appreciate Demetrius. Are you on IG, YouTube? Yeah, he's on.
Demetrius B is the same thing as my my handle on here. Demetrius B on YouTube and Demetrius B on Instagram as well. So if you guys want to follow,
let me say this. I think we're gonna wrap it up in about the next. What you got? About 10 minutes, D?
About 4 minutes. 4 minutes.
4 minutes, then. Yeah, we real close.
I gotta go to work, y'all.
4 minutes, y'all.
Pick up, okay?
I'm about to. He gotta go.
Gotta go make the bag, man. Got to.
Facts.
So
Arizona get stuck. End up. And I'm pretty sure the Lakers game probably off. I think all the game by then. I'm definitely not in the best area based out of. But yeah, man, I guess we might as well just send this could be the end right now. We just wrap it up. I appreciate everybody for coming on. Appreciate Hot Shot Matt for tuning in. Shout out King TNT, Clint, the network. I'm just not saying your name, but it was nice seeing y'all, man. I hope everybody doing good. And I'm looking to start doing live streams more often. And I got a couple of videos that's gonna be posted throughout this week. So it was good seeing y'all. You got anything to say, D?
Hey, man. Appreciate y'all for watching as always. Thank you for being here and listening to what we have to say, man. Good conversation. Entre, Mike, thank you for allowing me to come onto your channel and speak to your family. And yeah, man, we gonna do this again, man. And
yes, sir.
It's only up from here, man. It's only up from here. We've been in this game now for almost 3 years. So
yeah,
just gotta keep making it happen and keep it pushing, and just it's only gonna be growth from here, man. So appreciate you all for being here, and we'll see you in the next one.
Yeah, y'all stay tuned. I don't know if when you think about going live, probably next week.
Next week Friday, I will be going live. So next week
Friday coming up, basically
7 p.m. next Friday, I will be going live, answering you guys' questions, and I may have a topic that I want to talk about too. Definitely, I want to elaborate more on the versatility thing and having your CDL. So
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk
If you
about
need me on to help with open deck side and stuff like that, let me know.
Gotcha.
I should be, if I'm not parked by Friday, I'll let you know. But I know you like usually do them close to night. So
yeah. Just let everybody get a chance to get home and get situated and get off of work, and I know y'all busy taking care of the kids and all that. So
facts.
Yeah.
All right, y'all, man. It was good talking. I appreciate y'all. Peace.
Peace, guys.